This PowerPoint is about critically evaluating the career opportunities for graduates within the sport industry by Greg Vactor. Within this PowerPoint, I will be talking about the current state of the UK sport industry, current state of the employment and job opportunities, the job roles and their breakdowns, long-term trends in the sport industry, short-term outlook, growth of the women's sport, potential graduate jobs, conclusion, personal implications, and then have a final page of references. The current state of the UK sport industry. This sector remains a major contributor to the UK economy. According to the UK government sports satellite account, sport-related activity generated close to 100 billion in economic output and supported approximately 1.25 million jobs, accounting for around 3.5% of total UK employment. Although the sector has largely recovered from the COVID-19 pandemic, employment structures have changed with the increased reliance on part-time, freelance and flexible working arrangements. This illustrates that the sport is a big economic sector, not a niche business. SLIPSA says that the sport and physical activity workforce consisted of around 586,000 paid positions in 2022. The current state of the employment and job opportunities. Employment within the sport industry is characterized by younger than average workforce with a high proportion of employees aged between 16 and 34. Entry-level and customer-facing roles dominate employment figures, particularly in leisure centres, gyms and community organisations. Sport coaches, instructors and officials are the largest vocation in the SNPA business, accounting nearly 70,000 jobs. Employment concentration has increased from 74% to 78% since 2019. Few of the job roles that I've mentioned was to do with swimming instructing, sport coaches, personal trainers and lifeguards. These are the main jobs as of 2023 and 2025. So just a little insight with what they do. Sport coaches are in charge of organising and implementing training programs. Swimming instructors are to teach students of all ages about water safety and how to swim. Lifeguards is to, they work in aquatic facilities by monitoring pool users, enforcing safety standards and reacting to crises. Personal trainers are the people who work with customers to enhance their fitness, health and performance through individualised training programs. They are self-employed, especially in commercial gyms or private studios. Swimming instructors usually work in leisure facilities and community sport offering. Sport coaches work in schools, clubs, community programs and performance pathways. And last but not least, lifeguards. They work obviously in leisure businesses and leisure centres. Just a quick insight on the graduate challenge. Most of these are limited progression without moving into supervisory or management roles, or it's highly competitive, particularly early in careers. Usually they are limited full-time roles without combining positions, and they usually rely heavily on experience, qualification and networking. The long-term trends in this industry. Several long-term changes have influenced job prospects through the last decade. First, companies have placed a high focus on acknowledging qualification, safeguarding and continuous professional development. Long-term estimates that the continuous growth until 2030, according to business research company, the global sport industry will be worth around 654 billion by 2030, driven by increased digital engagement, more broadcast and sponsorship income and increased global involvement and commercialization. COVID-19 pandemic accelerated the adoption of online and hybrid delivery models, particularly within fitness and coaching. The growth of women's sport. One of the most significant future growth areas within the sport industry is the women's sport. Delia forecast the global women's elite sport revenue will exceed $2.35 billion by 2025, with continued double-digit growth expected by 2030. In the UK specifically, women has also shown a strong commercial potential, as a PwC also indicates considerable industry confidence in the commercial expansion in women's sports. The short-term outlook. In the short term, technology will continue to reshape job opportunities within the sport industry. Social media has become essential for consumer engagement, marketing, and communication, allowing organizations to interact directly with audiences. One of the most significant trends in the increased importance, like social media, sport groups are increasingly relying on platforms like Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and X to engage fans, promote events, recruit sponsors, and establish brand identity. As a result, graduates with digital communication abilities are likely to have a competitive edge, even in a traditionally non-digital positions. There are some potential graduation shops. For example, for graduates, the sport business provides a diverse range of prospective job options, albeit these prospects are frequently influenced by the sector structure and demands rather than well-established graduate schemes. Many graduate employment are entry-level or developmental, providing expertise in operational, administrative, or support responsibilities with sports and organisation. A conclusion. So finally, the UK sport business continues to be an important and increasing employment sector, contributing significantly to the economy and providing graduates with a diverse range of job prospects. However, this review has revealed that the businesses have structural issues such as significant competition, relatively low entry compensation, and inadequate job security in many positions. At the same time, technological change may reduce demand for some traditional roles, further intensifying competition. And to finish off with personal implications, from a personal standpoint, this PowerPoint emphasizes the need of being realistic and aggressive when pursuing a career in sport. While the industry closely matches with my interests, it is evident that the established long-term job stability would need more than just an academic credentials. To improve my employability, I must focus on developing transferable and digital skills, particularly in areas such as social media, communication, and basic data analysis. End references.